And just like that, the final episode of the recording session has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. As I get video games, as I get commentary, last left off. We were... what am I saying? Last episode, we got a call from Mr. Phoenix Wright, and now we're going to go ahead and meet Athena. For the first time, quote-unquote, except for not really. It's the first time chronologically, but we already met in the previous game. She should be in the garden, right? No, she's got to be in Yokai Lane, I think. Yeah, she's got to be in Yokai Lane. Alright, here we are. April 17th, Ninetales-ville. Yokai Lane.
I already told you! I'm a lawyer assigned to the case! I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where Kilby Manor is!
You can't fool me, you're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky.
Yeah, she is 18, so I guess she is kind of high school age. When I graduated, I was 17, though, but whatever.
You stupid pig-headed... This attorney's badge! Isn't just for show, you know?
Oh, so is this Athena's theme? Yeah, they play. Yeah, I remember they actually played this during the first cutscene. Yeah, I like Athena. Athena, we're gonna be best friends. Oh, by the way, I'm not quite sure if I mentioned this before, but this game actually, through the ESRB, it got an M rating. So if you use the PEGI system, that would be 18, or if you or the CRO, which is in Japan, they use the that'd be M usually translates to C or D rating, but yeah, M 17 plus. This is the first game in the series to get an M rating. I'm not quite sure if what's the sixth game called in English? What's it called in English? Because the Japanese versions don't have subtitles, like in English, like Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations and whatnot. The Japanese titles are just Gyakuten Saib. Oh, actually, the first one is Yomigairu no Gyakuten. But all the other ones are Yomigairu no Gyakuten. Yomigairu Gyakuten. But none of the other ones have subtitles like the English versions do. But I think the sixth one is Spirit of Justice or something like that. Yeah. Why was I talking about that again? There was a reason. I was why did I bring up Spirit of Justice? Well, I'll think about it when I get there. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Cykes.
Tiss, why would you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested.
Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school?
I already told you I'm a lawyer, not a student.
That's it, enough of your lies. You're coming with me.
Ah! Get your hands off of me!
Think you can watch out for the bystanders next time? Even if Athena wasn't in the wrong, technically by doing that, that's assault against an officer, so she'd be getting arrested anyway. But details. What's real life?
Whoops! Are you okay?
I think so. But that police officer's out cold. Oh man, don't mess with Athena, man. She'll beat you up.
I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something.
Reflex sounds more like a felony. You're Athena Cykes, I take it.
That would be me. And you are?
I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Wright Anything Agency.
The Wright Anything Agency? What a fishy sound.
It really is. It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you?
Oh, right, that right. So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always.
Ah, of course. Feel free to ask away.
Alright. First and foremost, though, are you aware that I'm a lawyer?
Yep, that's your attorney's badge, all right. Its dull, grimy look makes me think of all the courtroom battles you've faced so far.
Yeah, 5.
I hope mine will look that way. I hope mine will look like that someday. Look out, legal word! Athena Cykes is psyched and ready to go.
Actually, I just haven't polished it lately. Maybe I should keep that to myself. No need to inflate her dreams about work just yet. Poor, you should take some, we'll present everything else after we talk to her for a little bit. You should take some more, let's save while we're at it, since we haven't saved since, actually it wasn't that long ago, 1404, 1421, there we go. Yeah, actually, if you look at the left, you can see what time I'm recording. Since I'm back at college and everything, I'm recording a bit later than I normally do. Normally I record at like 12 p.m. or so, but I think from now on Fridays anyway, for like Ace Attorney, it'll be like around 1 p.m. and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday series, which is on Tuesday, that'll be probably after astronomy. No, not astronomy, my East Asian class, so probably like 3 p.m. or so on Tuesdays. Anyway, talk. I don't know why I felt like saying that. That's going to be completely irrelevant to you. It's whatever. Athena Cykes. So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar.
That's right! And here's my shiny new badge to prove it! Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. Yeah, she's only 18.
A bit more than you might think, in fact.
Hey!
I'm only 18! 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age?
How did Lady Von Karma become a freaking lawyer at 13? Don't question these things.
I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe.
In Europe. I wonder if that's Europe in the Japanese version. Probably not.
And I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is,
wow, she must be a genius or something. Actually, come to think of it, she's actually technically more superior to Edgeworth, because Edgeworth was 20 when he passed the bar exam, and that's actually incredibly young. For like real life, you don't see any 20-year-old lawyers, because usually most people are like, what? In the US anyway, you're like 21, 22 usually when you graduate, 2021 when you graduate college, and then you go to law school after that, and then you take the bar exam. So, you don't see any 20-year-old lawyers. It's kind of crazy. Like, Edgeworth is like this super prodigy, but you have all these people like leaving him in the dust.
I also study analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer.
Psychology helps her be a better lawyer. How exactly does that work? I can see why, actually. Alright, the client.
So, tell me about our client. What are they like?
Oh, right, you haven't met him yet. Well... And that sums it up.
He's more worried about his title than himself. What a wonderful father.
Wait, are you crying?
I'm not crying! There was something in my eye!
They're called tears. Namida. That'll be a random Japanese word for the recording session. Namida. That means tear in Japanese. Anyway.
Moving right along, let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1.
Alright, psychology. So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology.
That's right! I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system.
Oh, really? So how do you plan on using it to defend our client?
Well, for example, I can try to listen in a witness in her voice.
Apollo? I mean, don't you dare question this. With your frickin' ability, you have no right to judge.
And then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget.
Widget?
This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget.
It talks?
Whoa, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
Now that I seriously doubt.
Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case?
Or Flight of Fancy. A special edition covering our case. That was quick.
That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get on the scoop? Rapido.
Yeah, she does say a lot of stuff in random languages like Spanish, German. Right. Well, let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? I'm gonna need to go. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go check out the Japanese version to see if usually she speaks English and it's kind of like how Red red, white. In the English version, like, he would use like he'd sometimes say random Spanish words, or he would say like random, or he'd say like random large words. But in the Japanese version, he just said like English stuff like all the time. He was like, "What's your name? Kimi no your name o kita no sa. What's your name?" And, stuff like that. Anyway, what's the deal with the Spanish? Temataro, real or flight of fancy. An airborne figure resembling Temataro was captured on camera on 3:40 p.m. near Ninetales-ville. Okay. Temataro was seen. What? He was seen flying through the sky? That's probably like a balloon or something. Yeah, somebody happened to snap that floater near Ninetales-ville. Yeah, it's probably like there's probably like it's probably like a float or something, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you agree, ladies and gentlemen?
The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently, that photo was shot right after the murder occurred.
Well, there are black feathers and strange tracks on the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved.
Wait a second. Yokai as in one of those Japanese monsters?
Athena, this is Japanifornia. You should know what a yokai is. You should learn your history.
Mein Gott! Mein Gott! You don't actually think it was supernatural murder, do you?
Mein Gott as in my god, probably. No, of course not. Now German? Why not plain old English? Special edition paper added to the court record. Okay.
Andale, Apollo! Let's get cracking on that crime scene already!
Andale. I believe that's Spanish, right? Like, andale, riba, riba! Like, whatchamacallit? Okay, anyway. Let's look at, this. Special edition paper, a newspaper with a photo of Temataro sailing through the air. Details. I already read that. The other part is a bit illegible, so we can't exactly read that. So let's look at this again. An airborne figure resembling Temataro was captured on camera on 3:40 p.m. near Ninetales-ville. We don't have an autopsy report, do we? Nope, we do not have an autopsy report. Athena should have a new profile, though. Athena Cykes, age 18, the latest lawyer to join our agency. She apparently studied psychology while she was in Europe. Europe. Yeah. Okay, anyway, we talked about everything, right, didn't we? Nope, I guess we didn't talk about anything at all, actually. Alright, let's talk. Okay, what's next on the list?
Investigating the crime scene, what else? Well, what are we waiting for? Last one there's a rotten egg!
We don't have to run all the way there.
Okay, then how about speed walking?
Oh my gosh, she's a super competitive type, isn't she? Why does this have to be a competition at all? Alright, let's go ahead and start presenting stuff. Present. We already showed that you're a lawyer. We already told you you're a lawyer. Yokai Legend Scroll.
What an interesting picture! It looks like a one-on-one monster smackdown! It must have been quite a battle with you. Which yokai do you think is stronger?
Seems to me Temataro's ability to fly would give him an edge over the nine-tailed fox.
But the fox's powerful legs! He'd pounce it before Temataro knew what hit him!
He won't be pouncing anyone after he's dropped from way up in the sky.
But the nine-tailed fox is gold-colored! Gold is way better than black, so I'm sure he'd win!
What do colors have to do with anything? Besides, everyone knows red is the best. Actually, green is my favorite color. Alright, let's see what we got here. Temataro Warding Charm. Nope, nothing.
Sorry, Apollo. Nothing's coming to mind. But give me an hour and I'll have it analyzed Cykes style. I'll get it started on it right now.
No need for that, I was just wondering. Alright. Ninetales, she probably doesn't have anything to say about this. Yeah, nothing to say about it. Okay, let me skip through that. Okay. Special edition paper.
Looks like this paper doesn't shy away from stories on strange creatures.
Really? What does it say?
They claim to have produced photos of Gordy in a cap of water spray thingy.
Oh my goodness. Does a lot of heart work there? Jeez. Kappa water spray thing. Kappa is also yokai, actually. It's another type of yokai. It's like a turtle type thing, and it has like a bucket of like a bowl of water over its head. And it's kind of a trickster. It's a prankster. It pulls pranks on people. And usually, I'm sure if you know anything about Japanese, you probably heard about this before. But the way to defeat a kappa is to get it to bow, because apparently they are super respectful. Like, they're mischievous, but they're super respectful. So if you get them to bow, the water from their bowl will fall out and they'll be frozen solid. So then what you do is you fill the bowl with water, put it on top of their head, and they will be your servants for pretty much ever. Yeah. There you go. I'm sure at least one of you out there didn't know that, though. Anyway, they couldn't produce fun. Yeah, Gordy. Frickin'. Yeah, Gordy. Gordy is totally a thing.
And just the other day, they got one of Konaki Gigi crying his poor old...
Oh, Konaki Gigi.
Crying his poor old eyes out. Followed by that infamous shot of Tenmataro.
I don't know about it. I don't know about a Kappa, but I bet that Konaki Gigi is just a shot of someone's grandpa lost and crying up in the mountains.
That's not very nice. They should have helped him instead of publishing his picture.
I mean, well, whatever. Let's go ahead and... Alright, so we have the foyer. That's how they pronounce it in Canada. Canada, foyer. Let's go to the garden first, though. Nope, nothing. Interesting. Okay, the QB Manor is probably where we want to go first, but I want to see other stuff first. Let's go to the detention center, see if there's anything there. Nope. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to present. Alright, Wright Anything Agency? It loaded. Okay, here we are. Hey, Trucy! Probably isn't going to be very useful in this case, is she? Alright, any ideas?
Trucy, I'd like to hear your thoughts on what happened. You do? Does that mean I can join the investigation?
I could sure use your help, but remember what Mr. Wright said? Trucy, you're in high school now, so you need to focus.
Right. I guess I better pull it together. It's time to forget everything else and just focus on my magic tricks.
Oh boy.
Wait, no! He was talking about your schoolwork.
Alright, what to do?
Welcome to Trucy's 2 Cents. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Oh, okay. Jinx is always plastering charms on my forehead. What should I do?
That's an easy one, Apollo. Just do this.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
Do what?
Ah! See? She won't be able to stick any more on if there's already one there. Problem solved.
How's that a solution? Either way, I still have a charm plastered on my forehead. Alright, let's present stuff. First and foremost, I know that I'm a lawyer. It's probably nothing new. Yeah, what about you? Yeah, it's nothing new. Okay, I don't know why I thought she'd say anything different, but no, it was just something well, you never know. No, they always say that. They never change what they say throughout the entire game, do they? They say the same exact thing every time. I present.
Okay, watch me make that disappear.
No, wait, that's crucial evidence.
But I wanted to show you my new disappearing trick. Oh, I know. If it's really so important, how about I make more of it appear? More of it appear. Fabricating evidence is even worse than making it disappear. Oh, well, too bad.
Okay, Tenmatoro.
Jinx's warding charms. What if I incorporate it into my act? Might be fun.
You mean like having charms come out of your magic panties?
Exactly, and then I'd have them fly off and stick to audience members' foreheads.
Oh boy. Somehow, I don't think that would go over so well.
Then how about if I have them stick on my assistant? That would be you, Polly. How does that make it any better?
I'm not your assistant.
What? But I could have sworn you were.
Where in the world did you get that idea? Alright. Ninetales flower.
Okay, watch me make the...
Okay, no. You'd think she'd have something to say about that, but whatever. It was just some extra information I wanted to get out of the way. I figure we might as well get this stuff out of the way now before we actually start getting into things. So I want to do things a little bit differently this time around. Because statistically speaking, the way that things work is during the series, the way that it works typically speaking is most people are generally interested in the court cases and not so much the investigation section. So I want to get all the stuff out of the way, like all like the quote-unquote. I don't find any of this stuff boring, but you know, I'm sure from a watching experience, some of this might be boring, especially when I go into long tangents like this. So, what was I gonna say? But so what I want to do is I want to get like all this stuff out of the way first, and then go straight into the action. All right. Who does he remind me of? He reminds me of somebody. I swear. Who does he remind me of? April 17th, QB Manor, foyer. And it's very traditionally Japanese. It's got what is it, Japanese? It's got a Genkan over there. If you...
Do you hear that? It sounds like... Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's compare voices. Let's see.
Trucy's like this, right? This is Trucy. It's like this. Trucy's like this. Athena's kind of like this. Athena's like this.
It's a little bit deeper. I still think that, like, if they're talking back to back, you'd probably get them a little, it'd probably be hard to distinguish, I think. I don't know, sometimes I say these voices are very hard to distinguish, but then I actually listen to them, and they're actually a bit easier to distinguish than I think. I don't know.
Oh, look! There's a TV in that little room in the corner.
In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler.
Because he's dead. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous.
It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetales today. He also failed to appear in a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Timotoro's recent escape.
So that wrestler's gone missing.
Oh no! Alrighty then.
I want to kind of make him sound like a rat. Now, I don't know. This isn't what a rat sounds like, but
this is what I do when I impersonate a rat. I tend to do this.
Hey, you two. You don't belong in here.
Don't worry. There's nothing suspicious.
What about them? Yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess I kind of want to make him sound like, whatchamacallit? Like, not George, but Benny from Grapes of Wrath.
Where are the rabbits, George? Where are the rabbits? What about them? Their horns of yours. They look mighty suspicious if you ask me.
I think he's actually supposed to have like a southern accent, which probably means that more than likely in the Japanese version, you probably talk with the Osaka-bin. Probably either that or Kansai-bin. Because usually a Kansai-bin is usually, depending on the character, when it's translated in English, they'll either have like a southern accent, or they have like a New York accent. Like Furo Tigre, for example, the Japanese version of Trials and Tribulations, he spoke with a Kansai-bin, but in the English version, he's translated to a New York accent. And Lotta Hart, she spoke with an Osaka-bin in the Japanese version, but that was translated to a southern accent in the English version. That's usually how it is. Just fun fact. I said this before in Trials and Tribulations, but maybe some of you guys have forgotten.
Horns! That's my hair!
Oh, I'm finally getting... Okay. Anyway. I was like, why do they keep saying horns? It's his hair. Okay, I'm stupid. Cause you know, like I got the whole thing that horns and oni and everything, but like I was like, why do they keep saying he has horns? Like I was thinking that like maybe he had some like aura to him that I'm stupid. Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to.
Yeah. You're them lawyers come to defend Mayor Timo, ain't ya? Should have reckoned with that expensive looking bracelet you got there. The name's Phineas Filch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you.
Same here. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart.
So, tell me, demon lawyer, bet you use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little horn demon, you.
Ouch! These horns are, my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone.
They ain't? Seems a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns if you ask me. Then again, ain't none of my business though, so...
That was fast. Guess he's done with me.
Well, best get back to work.
Hold it! Oh, okay, that was Athena. Okay, never mind. Like I said, sound delay.
Hold! Stop right there!
Huh? Me?
Apollo! Your bracelet's gone!
Oh, he's a thief, isn't he? Alright, buddy.
Ah! Oh, he's wearing it! That sack of crap!
Alright, Apollo, show him the old Justice Family takedown. Show him what it means to be a justice.
Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll treat the lost and found later.
Alright, sketchy guy, isn't he?
Somehow, I don't think that will be necessary. Just check your wrist right now.
Hey! The cat's out of the bag!
It was barely in the bag in the first place. That was a pretty pathetic... That was a pretty pathetic attempt.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Just gonna control myself. Please forgive me. I'm begging you.
Oh, look at that. Oh, man, freaking crocodile. Okay. Crocodile tears. Ah, this guy. He's gonna be a handful, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Jeez, I almost feel sorry for him now. Don't you dare feel sorry for him. Look at that sheepish grin on his face. This guy is bad news bears all around. There is nothing good about him.
What should we do about him, Apollo?
Well, I got my bracelet back, and he seems sorry enough, so he's not sorry. He's gonna... I'm telling you, this guy is the type of guy who would steal underwear off if you weren't paying attention.
I knew you'd understand much later, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As big as the wad of cash in your wallet, I hope.
Yeah, okay. Well, the thing is, I don't have a wad of cash. Sorry, buddy. Trucy made me spend it all. Get out of here. You leave my wallet out of this.
Ho ho!
Hey, didn't you just finish a party for stealing from us?
Wait, head for the hills!
Get back here, you!
Talk about a quick escape. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's in the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer. He left his shoes behind too. That was on purpose though. It's just right next to the Genkong. So like a Genkong, if you don't know what that is in Japanese, is an area where like typically speaking in Japan, and this is also true in a lot of places too. Like I know in Germany, it's not very common for you to wear shoes throughout the house. Like you have like special slippers that you I learned that Wanted Adventure. Anyway, but and in Japan, you have this thing called a Genkong, which is where you put your shoes and then you, because you know shoes are considered to be very dirty and everything. Like they even have them at schools. Like in schools in Japan, you have like special school shoes that you wear. It's very interesting. Statistically, I'm not gonna get into that. But anyway, yeah, it's one of those things. Typically speaking, one thing I've noticed is that people will actually tend to use the word Genkong for just like the general word for like the front entrance of a house. Even if there isn't like a true Genkong where you can put your like shoes and everything, they'll just use that for like the general word of like the front of the house. Anyway,
he left his shoes behind too.
The guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. Seriously.
Let's hang on to his shoes. You can give them back. You can give them back next time we see him. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them.
They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got them. Crime scene diagram add to the court record. Foyer diagram add to the court record. Alright. Now then, as I recall, the Fox chamber should be at the top of the stairs. We're just gonna, okay. Whoa! Lee moly, that is a big fish. Alright, so we got stuff to examine here. Okay, I got it now. For some reason, this is kind of giving me like a Ghost Trick vibe a little bit. I'm not exactly sure why, but it is. Oh, did I read that? April 17th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Okay. I have not missed out a single time, I don't think, out of any of my Ace Attorney series, and I'm not going to start anytime soon. Whoa, I'm sure it doesn't matter, but I don't care. Tradition is tradition, ladies and gentlemen.
Where do these black feathers and weird tracks come from?
The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenma.
You mean the great evil has returned?
Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. You know, honestly, probably not. Oh, I think this is supposed to be like the new detective. I believe there's supposed to be a new detective in this game. What does you just do like a generic voice right now?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? This is a crime scene.
Yep, this is the detective. I believe this is the detective. And who are you? Are you the police?
Give your name and I'll give you mine. What if I did this? What if I gave him the Togami voice?
No, I'm not gonna give him the Togami voice. That would be kind of weird. Although, actually, I think that might actually fit in a weird way. Let's go with it. At least for now, until we get to know him a little bit better, and then I'll decide if I want to keep that voice or not.
I ask first, who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Now, he seems a bit too chipper to be told by me. Let's see.
Under arrest, but...
Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now, come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch.
Please, wait! We're Mayor Timma's lawyers.
Well, why don't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious, though. I kind of want to give him like an Elvis impersonation or something. Like, thank you very much. I'm Elvis. At least like 70s Elvis. Like, cause like, you know, I don't know. I think it's probably the music in the background. I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious, though.
I don't know how many more times I can take... more times I can take being called suspicious in one day! Sorry, we didn't catch your name.
My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. Yeah, that's right, Fulbright. Bobby Fulbright.
We'll try to give him a little bit of an accent, too, because why not?
The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need of help.
This kind of... I'm giving him the same voice that I'm giving the other...
Oh, no, the other guy I'm kind of giving him kind of like this a little bit. Like it's cool like this. The champion of justice who just comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's in justice we trust.
Injustice, huh? My name's Justice.
Oh boy.
This guy's a story and a half.
So, what can I do for you?
Okay, so I want to give him a deeper voice. I kind of want to give him an accent. For some reason, like, I'm kind of slipping more towards, like, a Georgia Southern accent, kind of. But, like, I don't know why.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm going to talk... I want to end up the episode, but I'm going to talk for a little bit just to, like, work on the voice a little bit. I'll do, like, one dialogue chain. We're not going to present anything yet. So, would it be okay if we had a look around?
Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
Couldn't you make an exception?
Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here.
Ah! Yikes. Is he reaching for his...
No, okay, it's just... Yeah, it's...
In justice we trust.
It's just his badge. Look, man, it's a mirror, man. Haven't you... Oh, actually, no, I was about to say, haven't you... You should have learned your lesson with, whatchamacallit, Badman, but that was Edgeworth. That's, Ace Attorney Investigation reference, in case you're...
You may be Mayor Timma's attorney, but you still need an authorization across the police line.
I think I really am gonna give him, like, an Elvis impersonation. I don't know, I like it, it's fun.
Apollo, let's see if he can't change his mind!
Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. Okay. I lied. One more, and then we'll end up the episode. Because the thing is, I can't exactly get away with, like, doing, like, super long episodes anymore because I have school, and I need to, like, be able to study and go to sleep at a proper time, so I can't exactly do super long episodes. It's supposed to be 20-20-30 anyway, so, you know, you guys have just been spoiled, so, anyway.
You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice. That would be you at bay.
I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right? Why am I giving Apollo an accent now? Look, there's just us and you here, right?
Justice and me, you see?
That's right.
Are you trying to say Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out?
What?
No, silly! We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice!
No, it can't be!
You have him on the ropes now, Athena.
If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through?
What? But I'm the crime scene as a part of the justice too.
Sure. But only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right?
Ugh! Whose justice is the most just?
Oh my god, it's like we're dealing with like an Honorian here. Like, are you related to a Colvin? He's from Jinkala. Is whose truth is stronger than the others?
I'm Colvin, and I'm gonna give you guys the truth. Yeah.
I guess is that supposed to be my Colvin impersonation? I'm Colvin. Anyway,
who's just the most just here?
Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so...
Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do?
I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of the justice go. Our pleas of justice might have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all that about authorized personnel only, this is surprisingly easy.
All right, Fulbert. Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just?
Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles. You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? Sliding the screen moves the cursor in the camera, right?
Oh, so that's how it works in this version.
Yep, or you can touch the arrows on the screen and change your perspective.
I've always talked about this, but this is one of my pet peeves in video games where they break the fourth wall, where characters explain how the controls work. It's just so weird to me.
If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap. Okay, let's leave no one stone unturned.
Alright, Kratos, just this once I'll do it for you, alright? I won't rest until I've looked at every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Are you happy now? I'm not doing that for the rest of this series. Oh, actually, I'll probably do it like 1 or 2 more times throughout the rest of the series. But, for now, not for the rest of the series. Is that Latin? No, that can't be Latin. Or maybe, no.
No, allons commencer. Let's get started.
Alright. Anyway, let's go ahead and end things off here. So let's go ahead and save over slot 1, please. Return to the title. Return the title screen, yes please. So, without further ado, I think we're going to end things off here. So, what did you think of that? What did you think of Fulbright and the fact that I made him kind of sound like Elvis a little bit? I don't know. I think it fits a little bit. I honestly didn't think I was going to give him a voice like that, but the music kind of made me want to give him like something like that. It's just one of those things. But anyway, without further ado, yeah, I think we're going to end things off here. So, what do you think about the characters? How do you think this is going to do? Also, just as a reminder, like I said earlier in the recording session, I'm going to be doing a poll. And for those of you who have played the game before, I want you guys to vote in it. Should I do the DLC case right after case 2? Like in between case 2 and case 3, how it's supposed to be done chronologically, as someone told me in the comment section? Or should I wait to do it at the end like I was originally planning to do? Please let me know in the comment, or yeah, you can do it in the comments, but I'm going to put like a straw poll or something so that you guys can vote. And without further ado, I guess we'll end things off here. So if you like this series of videos, please feel free to leave a like if that is cool. Please feel free to subscribe and join Team Strawberry today. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MegaShadowFist. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and this is MegaShadowFist signing out. Bye!